Good evening, I'm Lisa Desjardins. John Yang is away. There are grains of relief tonight for a few of the millions who are trapped inside the Gaza Strip. The first truckloads of supplies were allowed into Gaza from Egypt today, a small but significant aid delivery after 2 weeks of war. This as Israel's military is vowing to increase its airstrikes against the Hamas-led territory. The death toll continues to mount. More than 1,400 Israelis and nearly 4,400 Palestinians killed since the start of the conflict. And the possibility of an Israeli ground invasion into Gaza still looms large. Special correspondent Layla Milana Allen has our report tonight.
At the Rafah border crossing, a rare celebratory moment as the gates opened for the first time since the start of the war. 20 trucks full of humanitarian aid, including food, water and medicine, entered Gaza.
This isn't something new for us, and we have experience with the distribution of the supplies. We've been through 4 wars before.
But humanitarian agencies say the aid is not enough. Over 100 trucks are still stuck at the border, barred from crossing. UNICEF says the drinking water sent today is only enough for 22,000 people for 1 day. Gaza's population is approximately 2 million people, with 80% already relying on aid before the war. At a summit on the crisis in Egypt's capital, Cairo, UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres said Palestinian civilians must not bear the brunt of the war.
Nothing can justify the reprehensible assault by Hamas that terrorized Israeli civilians. And those abhorrent attacks can never justify the collective punishment of the Palestinian people.
Meanwhile, the Israel Defense Forces pummeled Gaza with fresh airstrikes overnight as they target Hamas operatives. But in Gaza City, an airstrike hit what residents say was a family home.
While they were sleeping, the strike hit them, innocent children with their father and grandmother. What did they do? Did they carry weapons? These are innocent children who know nothing. Tell us when this will end.
Workers at the Al-Shifa hospital in northern Gaza tried desperately to keep up with the pace of new victims. The IDF continues to urge civilians to move south, even as they strike areas there too.
The humanitarian conditions in the Strip are under control. We continue to stress that the residents of the north should move to the south.
Tensions also remain high inside Israel.
The Israeli authorities have once again banned young men between 16 and 60 from entering the Al-Aqsa compound for Friday prayers. A group has gathered in front of the checkpoint where they're praying as security forces turn them away.
Children collected here alongside their fathers to be as close as they could to the mosque, the third holiest site in Islam. Suddenly, armed Jerusalem border police arrived to push back worshippers as they knelt in the midst of prayer. The measure is intended to prevent conflict around the contentious site, but the faithful here say banning them is against their religious rights. From tension in Israel to relief in the US. In Illinois, the family of freed Hamas hostages Natalie and Judith Raanan looked forward to their homecoming.
This is a small joy in our family, but hopefully for all the other hostages and all the other families, just keep praying and hopefully good news will come.
A rare moment of good news in a conflict with precious little of it. For PBS News Weekend, I'm Layla Milana Allen.